Hello again, my most amazing artists. Today, you are learning a little bit about the element of art, line. A line is just a dot that decided to go for a walk. And that walk could travel all over the place. It doesn't matter which direction it goes in. But that point from here to here creates a line. And today, we're going to try to make some lines of our own. We're going to be creating something that looks like this. This, my friends, is a line lion. We are going to try to make our own line lions today. So, for this project, you're going to need your piece of paper, a pencil, and probably some crayons. So, let's see how we can create our own line lions. Before we get into talking about what I'm going to draw here, let's talk again about lines. There are many types of lines, and this certainly isn't all of them, but here are just a few. When we have lines, we have zigzag lines. We have wavy lines. Maybe you could try to point your finger out and try to draw these lines in the air. So I have a zigzag line, a wavy line. There are thick lines. There are loop-de-loops. There are dotted lines. And then we talk a little bit about lines that go side to side, lines that go up and down, and lines that go maybe at an angle like this. And those are horizontal, vertical, and diagonal lines. So we're going to be adding a lot of lines into our lions today. I am going to show you how to draw this with a Sharpie, but that is only so that you can see it well. You are going to use your pencil. Remember, the first thing we always do before anything else is we write our name on the back. First thing I do is always the same. On the back of my paper, I'll write my name. Then, we are going to start by drawing the face of our lion. We want it to be probably about the size of your whole hand, filling up the paper. Your whole hand, if you spread your fingers out wide. So, how am I going to do this? At the top of my paper, but not all the way up to the top, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. That's a line that goes side to side. And if it's not perfectly straight, it's okay. But remember to draw light until it's right. That way, if you make a mistake, you can erase it. Then, I am going to draw two lines that are parallel. That means they go in the same direction, and they're both straight lines, and they go down. These are what are known as vertical lines. So we have a horizontal line, side to side. Vertical goes up and down. Then, diagonal lines, almost like a V shape. Like that. And then, from here, I need to start thinking about what is the face on my lion going to look like? And where am I going to put his ears? So I think I'm going to put his ears up top here. And I'm going to make two hills. And inside there, I could make two more hills. They're almost like the letter N. Sorry about that. The letter N, or an upside down U, right? Then we can draw two O shapes for the eyes, two circles near the top of the head. Okay, and then we can give him an upside down triangle for a nose. Now here for the mouth, you kind of have two options. You could choose to draw your mouth like a W shape, like this, or you can curve them back around like this. And I think that's kind of what I like. This part of the lion is known as the nuzzle, and I always thought that's just so cute. And to connect, I make a U shape at the bottom. A U shape. A curved line. Okay, now at this point, you could either leave it just like this, or if you wanted, you could draw some little pointy teeth for your lion. Almost like this is his mouth opening. Otherwise, you could leave his mouth closed. It's up to you. What I like to do on the eyes sometimes is I like to create a big kind of C shape, like this. And you can pick any direction that you want to go with that. Maybe you give it a little another bubble at the bottom, a little O shape that connects to the outside. And then you color the rest of the eye in. This gives it a pretty cute look. If you want your lion to look more fierce, you could give him kind of some downward facing eyebrows. So this guy looks really cute. He doesn't look like he's roaring, but if I want, I can give him kind of like diagonal lined eyebrows like this and make him look a little bit more intimidating. You decide what you want your lion to look like. Then I get to do the fun part. Here comes the mane. At the top, I'm going to get probably about 2 finger spaces away from the edge, all the way around on my lion. I'm going to create a zigzag. So I go up, down, and I kind of go over. Like I'm going to start a triangle, but I don't come back across. And I zig, and I zag, and I zig, and I zag. And here I'm going to go all the way around the outside of my lion. But I want to make sure I leave room away from his face. I don't want it to be right up next to it. I want him to have a really big mane and leave ourselves space to draw our lines. Again, this is a zigzag line. That's a squeaky marker, isn't it, friends? All right, we're almost there. And if it's tricky for you to change direction like that, like I just did all the way around, you can turn your paper, draw a zigzag this way, turn it, draw it this way, turn it, draw it this way, whatever works for you, okay? Now that we're here, we are going to cap our markers or put away our pencils. That's what you should have. And we're going to get out our, I'm going to pull out some warm colors, colors that remind me of the sun or a fire. So colors like browns, maybe some tans, maybe some kind of peachy colors, some yellows, orange, red, pink. All of these colors will work very well for my lion. In the background, I'm going to do something a little different. I might come back and do cool colors, but we want to focus on just the head for now. So, warm colors for his face. All right, at this point, I'm going to draw some lines that connect in his head. Watch how I do this. There are lots of lines, right? I have straight lines, like horizontal lines. I'm going to switch colors. I have zigzag lines. I have wavy lines. I have bumpy lines. Ooh, look at that one. It's like a hill connected to another hill. I have dotted lines. I have loop-de-loop lines. This is always a fun one. And notice how I go all the way to the outside of where the mane stops. And here I'm just going to keep drawing lines until I am happy with what it looks like. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to color things in. So I'm going to go all the way around the outside of the lion. And I'm not going to do that just yet, just because I want you to do this as well. But then I'm going to come back, and after I've gone all the way around with every type of line I can think of, if you have to repeat a couple, that's okay. Try to make as many different types of lines as you can, and remember to switch colors. Then I can come in and I can color his face. So I suggest maybe a tan or a yellow for this. And I can color in his whole head if I want to give him some rosy cheeks or a pink tongue. Any of those things that I want to add at this point, I can do it. Just make sure that you've had a lot of variety of lines and you're doing your very best job. Okay, friends, I hope you have an awesome time making your line lions. Remember to have fun and look for lines in the world around you.